Hello, let's get ready to stretch. Now, recently I've been asked about stretches for the shoulders, the neck, and forearms and wrists because of computers and just gripping the phones or even playing video games. So I'm going to demonstrate some of those stretches. Now, to start, you can absolutely do these stretches on the floor, like how I'm sitting, or you can sit in a chair. And then when we start to stretch a little bit more into our forearms, you'll need to come down to a surface where we can stretch. So you might need to come down to the floor. Otherwise, let's go ahead and reach the fingertips down, ear to shoulder, stretching into the shoulder, the top of the shoulder, the traps, upper back area. Keep the spine nice and long here. We're going to continue to focus on posture as well. Relax your jaw so you can stretch into the jawline too, or all those muscles are kind of interconnected. Let's do the other side. Stretch. If the shoulder tends to rise, just gently press it down. Just inhale and exhale, relaxing your shoulders. Back into the center. We're going to intertwine the fingers, take your hands behind, and then open up your chest, leaning back into your hands. Eyes are looking upwards a little bit. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, so if you're doing this at work, for example, you can really lean back into the backing of the chair, and it's a nice way to expand the chest. So posture is super important to help release tension from the shoulders, neck. And then we're going to keep our hands back there. Just gently tuck the chin in. The weight of your hands just adds a little extra stretch. If that's uncomfortable, just reach the hands down and tuck the chin in instead, or even just place one hand on the head. We're not pulling the head down. And then we'll relax. Roll the shoulders up for a moment. Okay, from here, let's take the arm across. Shoulder stays down. Gently pull it across. You want to feel the entire shoulder stretch out. And then give yourself a little twist. A little spinal mobility is great, along with the shoulder. Keeping the spine again nice and long, we tend to slouch. So we want to keep our spine stacked. And then let's go back to the center and open up into little goalpost arms, expanding through the chest, pulling the arms back a little bit to release the shoulder joint. And then let's do the other side, taking the arm across, releasing the shoulder. Give yourself a little twist in the process. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the spine long. And let's go ahead and recover. All right, roll the wrists around. And I'm going to go ahead and transition myself. So I'm going to a slight diagonal here. And we're going to stretch into our forearms. So palms facing up. Fingertips are aiming towards your knees as you stretch into your forearms here. So I am actually keeping my hips forward. The more flexible you are, the more you might be able to sink your hips back. But this is pretty intense stretch already. And then in the process, see if you can straighten out your fingertips too, or your fingers as well. I have a little support here from my kitty, Moscato. So anybody who uses their hands a lot will end up with wrist tightness. So even like tennis players, golfers, this is really important to allow ourselves to stretch our wrists out. And then we're going to go palms down, fingertips aiming towards you. So now we're stretching into the forearm here. That is pretty intense, isn't it? So stretching into our wrist line. I've got a little support from my kitty, because wowee, that's a stretch. Remember, you don't have to stretch this way. You can also stretch like this. So you can just pull your own hand on this way. That's a great stretch. And then in the process, be careful of locking the elbows out. You always keep the elbows soft, making sure that we protect our tendon. cover here. So let's go ahead and roll the wrists around. Okay, and then connect the fingertips together like this. I'm just gonna press the fingertips in and then reach and really press into your fingers and just kind of massage out your fingers. When I used to play the violin when I was a kid, my music teacher, my violin teacher, would have us do this stretch all the time. And it was a great way to help us stretch out our hands. So stretching that out, and then just move the fingers around. Roll the wrists around. Shake out the arms, shake out the forearms, and then just do another big shoulder roll here. Fingertips are reaching down, ear over shoulder, and over to the other side, and back into the center, and another shoulder roll to finish. All right, that feels so much looser. I hope you do too. I will see you next time.